Hello, my name is Aaron Dunn, and this is my ABA 634 Assignment 5 video. I will begin with scenario development. This scenario is loosely based upon a scenario that I've experienced supervising at my current ABA center. It begins with a staff member while I was overviewing their data. They had a bit of variability in the amount of trials that they would conduct, as well as the amount of success the client was having with those specific targets. When considering how to approach this, I considered two primary factors: the RBT specific work style as well as their communication preferences. I believe that they conduct themselves with a more of a naturalistic form of session flow. They tend to look for the trials to come to them versus them contriving opportunities for the client to conduct certain skills. What I would consider as far as their communication preferences is this is their first job in behavioral health, so they may not have a lot of experience being given feedback when it comes to their session flow and how exactly a session is supposed to be ran, or how I would like the targets to be ran, or how I would like them to implement themselves into the client's flow of play. So I would consider approaching them with a tone that is more understanding than aggressive. Going into performance management, to address this, my first idea is to increase the amount of supervision time that we spend together, allowing me to observe their sessions a bit more frequently and gain a better idea of ways that it can be improved. Also providing BST throughout the session so they can have a better understanding of, one, how I would like the targets to be ran, as well as how to conduct their session in a more efficient manner, allowing themselves to be implemented more so into the client's day-to-day versus trying to allow the clients to lead the session a bit too much. I would even potentially set a goal for how many trials per target I would like them to run, almost setting a minimum requirement if I was using Central Reach in order for data to be collected, perhaps a minimum of 5 trials. This could have one of two outcomes. In a positive light, the RBT could receive the criticism constructively, understand that we are just keeping the client's best frame of mind, keeping the client's best interest at the forefront of our minds, and internalize the feedback, as well as be highly aware of the training that I'm providing them. But if they did receive the criticism in a more negative light, they could potentially feel discouraged about how they're running their sessions, maybe not feel as if they're helping the client, or potentially feeling as if they're just doing a bad job as a whole. If in the scenario in which they negatively receive the feedback, I would probably try to implement more reinforcement tactics while also providing BST and correction throughout the session, just to assure them that they are doing things positively, but there are areas for improvement as well.